Buenos días. Es el viernes y son las 12. Hello, everyone. It's Friday and it's 12 o'clock, so it's time for our last Community Spanish of this week, broadcasting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12. In addition to Community Spanish, we also have Community French and Community Mandarin happening. Community French on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 8:30. Community Mandarin, our new program, running on Mondays and Thursdays at 12:30. So it's coming up. It's Friday, so it's not coming up soon after this, but it is coming up shortly after my Monday broadcast. In addition, we have our Children's Spanish and Children's French going on. So we have Children's French happening in the evening times, Monday through Wednesday for a bedtime story, and for Children's Spanish happening in the late morning time, Monday through Thursday. We also have Instagram Live going for French and Portuguese. So take a look out at there for some different styles of content that's kind of very different than what we were putting on our Facebook. So it's really not the same stuff. So even if you're more of an Instagram person or you're looking for a little bit different format, you're welcome to check that out there on our Instagram. Now, a couple of announcements before I get into the material of today's video. One announcement is just a reminder that it's the last minute basically to sign up for October classes, which are starting up next week. So if you're looking to get into a class, please get in touch with us as soon as possible or check out our website options and see what might work well for you and sign up. Or if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on through our website as well. And the last announcement I want to make, which is a new thing that we're starting actually as of, went live as of yesterday, is that we're offering a new kind of series of discounts for people who have basically done different types of service. So what that means is if you have been a teacher for Teach for America, either if you're currently teaching for Teach for America or if you previously worked for Teach for America, we're offering this discount. If you are a Peace Corps volunteer, either currently serving or formerly serving, you also qualify. And if you're a military veteran, if you're currently serving or formerly served, we are extending this new series of discounts to you, and that is a 25% off discount on any group classes. And you can use that for every class you register for, so it's not even like a one-time only use. So this is really a big discount that we're trying to offer and say thank you to these people for these work and also for their work, and make these classes hopefully more accessible for people who maybe they don't have lots of money to spend at this time, but really want to invest in their language education. So feel free to, if you're part of one of those groups, or if you know someone who's in one of those groups, feel free to spread the word. And then you can go to our website, and the discount codes are built into the registration form, so you don't have to look for anything extra. Just look at the class schedules and figure out what's the right one for you, sign up, and then on the registration form, you can enter the code that's given to you for your group of service. So that's exciting for us to launch these new discounts starting today. So now, without further ado, let's get into today's content. And so I'm going to be starting a new series kind of review. Now, these Facebook Live videos have been going on at this point now for about 6 months. So we've gotten through a lot of material in this time, and obviously not everyone has watched every single video, or sometimes you just need to go back to what you want to review. So I'm going to be starting a new kind of review series to help us look back at some of the things that we've already learned and to practice them, mostly just through practice. I have basically some exercises for us to put our skills to the test and practice. So without further ado, let's get into our topic for today. And we're starting very basic with some review exercises for ser and estar. So we know ser and estar both meaning the verbs to be in Spanish, but having a slightly different uses. So we're going to practice some examples of those in context. So ser, as we know, in general, is for things that to be with things that are permanent, and estar we use for things more that are temporary. So, por favor, escribe tus respuestas en los comentarios abajo. So please feel free to participate as we go through these exercises. I'm going to walk us through these together, but I would definitely welcome you to enter your comments, enter your own answers in the comments below, so I can see if you're following along and how things are going for you. So please feel free to participate in these exercises. So, vamos al ejercicio 1. Let's try ejercicio 1. So this one, again, we're practicing first with ser. And we can see kind of, we have a chart here of our options, so we know how to put it together. And essentially, we're going to be translating these from Spanish to English, English to Spanish. So using our other things in the chart as a help. So we're starting with número 1. We have, I am from Mexico. So we need to translate this into Spanish. So starting with número 1. Okay, and we know I am, we see from my chart is yo soy, okay, and I am from Mexico, so yo soy de, and then we need the country of Mexico. You can see from the list on the right hand is Mexico. So for número 1, Yo soy de México. Yo soy de México. Okay, número dos. I am Edward. Okay, this one we're going to be using again, yo soy. And now instead of the country, we're looking for a name, so we don't need de because de means from. So it's just yo soy Eduardo. Yo soy Eduardo. I am Edward. Número tres. I am from Guatemala. Okay, so this one we're going to again go back to yo soy de, I am from. And again, this one we're using ser because the origins of where you come from doesn't change. Where you're living now might change, but in general, everyone is from a certain place. So that one is why we're using ser here. So I am from Guatemala. So this we're using just like in número uno, yo soy de Guatemala. Yo soy de Guatemala. I'm putting the answers in the comments below if you want to check your work. Número cuatro, I am Alejandro. Back to yo soy Alejandro. Again, no de needed because de is when we're talking about where we're from, and this is just your name. Número cinco, I am not from Argentina. So here's our first negative. So we see from the chart, I am not from is yo no soy de. Okay, and you can feel free to repeat this after me too. Yo no soy de Argentina. Yo no soy de Argentina. I'm not from Argentina. Número seis, I am not Lucia. Yo no soy Lucia. And again, no de here because we're talking about the name, not where we're from. So, yo no soy Lucia. I am not Lucia. Número siete, I am from the United States. Yo soy, and because this is from, we need de. And the United States, los Estados Unidos. Los Estados Unidos. This is a good one to practice out loud. Los Estados Unidos. Número ocho, I am not from Guatemala. I'm not from Guatemala. Again, we're going to come back. We need de because it's from and it's negative. So, yo no soy de Guatemala. Yo no soy de Guatemala. And número nueve, I am Juan. Okay, I am Juan. Simple. So again, we're going to use yo soy, I am, and the name Juan. Yo soy Juan. Easy peasy. And the last one, número 10. Last one for this exercise. I am not Erica. Actually, I am Erica, but for this exercise, I'm not Erica. So, yo no soy, I am not. Yo no soy Erika. Yo no soy Erika. Okay, muy bien. So that's a little bit of practice with ser. And then I'm going to be posting after this video an additional practice exercise with ser. So feel free to check out on our website and the Facebook Live page. There will be extra exercises to go along with this topic. So I know we only practice in this exercise with the yo form, but I'm going to be posting some more practice on the website with other forms. So stay tuned for that. So now, and we're going to do one other exercise with the verb of estar. Okay, so estar. So as I mentioned, ser we're using for things when we're saying to be, but we're things that are permanent. Estar using for things that are temporary. So usually we'll use this for things like our location, because again, in general, we're moving around, so we're not in the same place all the time. And also for our emotions. That's another one that is one of our most common times we're going to use estar. Okay, it's for our emotions, because those, of course, also change. So now here we're going to be practicing again with the yo form, but practicing now with the verb estar, and we have some new vocabulary for the end of the sentence. In the previous exercise, we were dealing with names and places, but now we're talking about some adverbs to describe how we are doing. Okay, so we're basically all these questions are all these answers that we're going to be translating are answers to the question ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Okay, número uno. And again, just a little reminder, feel free to share your responses in the comments below. So, número uno, I am well, as in I'm doing well. I feel good. So we see I am, in this case, for estar is yo estoy. Yo estoy. And then we need the word for well, which in this case from the chart we can see is bien. So, yo estoy bien. I'm good. Número dos, I am not very well. Okay, so now we're going to do the negative. Yo no estoy. Yo no estoy. As you know, in Spanish, to make negative, all we have to do is add no in front of the verb. Yo no estoy, and then very well, we can see from the chart under our first word of bien is muy bien. Yo no estoy muy bien. I'm not very well. Número tres, I am bad. I'm doing, not I'm like a bad person. If you were to say, which of course we would not really come up very often, but if you want to say I'm bad, like I'm a bad person, then we would use ser, because that describes, again, how you are. It's part of your essence, so it doesn't change. And so we should use ser, which is for permanent things. But in this case, when we say I'm bad, we mean like right now, today, I'm not feeling so good. So in this case, we're going to use estar, because it's not part of how we always are. It's part of how we just feel at this moment. So I am bad. Yo estoy mal. Tres, yo estoy mal. I am bad. Número cuatro, I am not bad. So now we're just going to do the negative. Yo no estoy mal. I'm so-so. Número cinco, I'm so-so. Yo estoy así, so-so. Así. Yo estoy así. I'm so-so. Okay, número seis, I am fantastic. Yo estoy, and we see in here, we have fantástico. Now this one, we can change it a little bit depending on who you're describing. If you're the speaker and you identify as male, you say, yo estoy fantástico. If you're the speaker and you identify as female, you would use fantástica with an A at the end. So you can say, yo estoy fantástico, or yo estoy fantástica. So there's two options. We have to make sure that it agrees with the person or thing that we're describing. So, yo estoy fantástico. Yo estoy fantástica. Now, I am not fantastic. Okay, I'm not fantastic. Now we're making negative. Número siete, yo no estoy fantástico or fantástica, which I hope is not the case. Yo no estoy fantástico o fantástica. Okay, on to número ocho. So we have 3 more to go in this exercise. I am very well. Good, positive. I am very well. Yo estoy very well. Muy bien. Yo estoy muy bien. All right, 2 more to go. Número 9. I am not so-so. So again, a negative. So yo no estoy, and then so-so. Así. Yo no estoy así. Okay, and the last one, número 10. I am not well. I am not well. Again, negative. Yo no estoy, and then well, we saw it was our first word up top. Bien. So yo no estoy bien. A little bit of a sad way to end this exercise, but so that's going to wrap up our practice together for today. But as I said, I'll be posting some additional exercises on our Facebook Live page of our website. So if you want to check out some other opportunities to practice these in some different ways, I'm going to be posting those exercises up there. So feel free to check out the page on our website. And in addition, I'll be linking all of the videos from this week. So if you want to rewatch any videos, you can easily find them in our video library on our Facebook Live page, in addition to these extra worksheets. So with that, I will hope you have a good weekend. I'll be back on Monday at 12. Gracias y adiós.